Okay. Automatic. Please save, computer. Guys, if it says I'm live yet, I'm still trying to fix something. My computer just like shit the bed in like the middle of the stream. Not my computer, my internet, because apparently I live in fucking podunk nowhere where we can't get a fucking gig up and down is not good enough to keep the damn stream going. God, I'm so sick of this shit. I'm gonna help you answer a question, YouTube, all right? How to fucking fix your streaming platform. Content updates. We back. Post the YouTube link. Okay. All right. The stream shit to bed, but it should be back now. I should be back on Twitch. I should be back on YouTube. I think. All right. It should be good now. You guys should be able to hear me and everything. So, all right. Actually, do I even want to do that? Hmm. From Arsenal, then play burn up before it flips to draw 2 cards. I have 2 unknown cards in hand and 2 CLV in play. You have Soraya in play still. Is it just not? Yeah, I was getting aggressive because I'm pissed. I'm pissed that like the internet just keeps dropping. Also, hang on. Sorry, for some reason it's not pulling in the. Hang on, it's not pulling in the chat. My God, I'm so over this shit, dog. Okay, can you guys try type like saying something in the chat really quick for me? You guys can like say something for me. That would be great. Okay. All right. So you guys are there. I can see you guys. The stream is back. Okay. Sorry about all that, guys. I don't like the stream just like died in the middle of that game. It was very obnoxious. Um, I have to turn on manual mode really quick here. Enable manual mode, and then we're gonna draw, and we're gonna draw, and then I'm gonna close to try and make this work. Because what would have happened is I was gonna shock Damien in response when it flipped over. Oh, apparently I've got to pass priority to Damien. Okay, this is Damien, so like we're trying our best to like fix the situation here. There is no burn up this turn because we're having to manually fix the whole like thing. There is no burn up on this turn. Actually, that's wrong. I'm sorry. So we play the burn up. We're supposed to activate this and then force Damien's hand this way because the rune chant deals with the Soraya. And then this comes in for 5. Ooh, Restless Coalescence in response. Spicy. Okay, interesting. Hey, Ben, what's going on? Yeah, sorry guys for like the moderate crash out there and getting the stream back up. That was like, I don't know, my internet just died or whatever happened there. That was super weird. Super weird. So thanks for coming back and hanging out. All right, so Damien's going to gain 4 life because of the burn up here. I do draw here. The draws from CLV were last turn. You good with this? Damien and I are trying to fix the game state as much as we can here. Okay. All right, so Damien has gained 4 life. He's going to go back to 3, which is accurate. We're going to draw 2 cards off of channel, which is exactly what we wanted to do. Is this actually insane? So we throw 7. Are we able to just like end the game here? I mean, this is 1. And then we're going to draw a card. The ball lightning ends the game? Okay. Wow. That was such a bizarre game. Okay. Weird game. Internet died. We won anyway. Thanks for coming back, guys. Got the best audience in the world. It was yellow, actually. I don't understand what it being yellow has to do with anything. That was such a bizarre game. I'm very glad that we won that game because I didn't think we were going to for a while after the way that it started there. So, all right. Let's see. Yeah, it says everything's good on both of my ends. So, and I can see you guys typing in the chat. So we're good now. Game looked rough for a minute. Never had to use. Let's see. Never had to use. Greaves to play around Arclight, Sentinel, CLV plus shock, reset our hand in response to Angel Flip, Arc Lightning plus Ball Lightning, 1 late. Okay. Shoo. Crazy weird start. All right. You've done a lot of stream for everyone. Don't worry about it. I know it's annoying to deal with, but don't let it ruin your evening. All good. Thank you, Better Gaming. I appreciate that. It means a lot. I don't know. Sometimes it just like mentally drives me crazy when like the internet crashes or something happens, especially when I'm in the middle of a game because it pulled the game back in. And so I was like, "Oh, we can finish this game." And then I was like, "Well, nobody's here to like watch the game." And I was like, "I'd like to get the game back up and running before or I'd like to get the stream back up and running before we finish the game." Thankfully, I was playing as Damien, who like knows that I stream and he knew that I was live, and so like he was patient and understanding with the fact that I was trying to get everything set back up. So appreciate you guys for being patient. Appreciate Damien for being cool with the whole thing. Shout out to Damien being chill. Zap Clappers, Face Purgatory, Carapace. We're going to try Snaps in this matchup again and see if it's good enough. Warmongers and Vaporize, and we're going to cut Ball Lightnings, and we're going to try it again. I also marked down a second point for Sizzle there as opposed to the Discharge because drawing off of the the first burn up and shock, or like the first weapon coming in for 7 that way, or coming in for 5, as opposed to lightning surge coming in for 7 with no go again, was actually very, very relevant for us. That actually mattered quite a bit. So we're giving a point to Sizzle right there. Viscerai, we're going second, and we're going to try to race and see what we can make happen. They are on AB1. Put some Malefic into play, and what they're probably going to like discard an attack and go get like a Read the Runes. Yeah, it's pretty good. Put a Malefic and 5 Rune Chants into play is not bad. We're going to go Ball and Twine Flittering here. Just trying to get as aggressive as we can. I know that guy. He's a chump. I'm going to assume you and Damien are friends. We get a block here. Okay. Them not having the Face Purgatory tells me they're just like on a cash in, like all in, just like run you over kind of plan. So it should be interesting to see how our racing situation plays out. I mean, they do have AB1, but I mean, the more cards they're willing to block with, the better off we're going to be, I think. Think I'll just have to like the stream. Thanks, Fabton. I appreciate it, dog. I appreciate it. Also, Fabton, I saw you were live last night. I was lurking on my personal account last night watching you stream. Oh, how'd your stream go last night, brother? Yeah, we'll just throw this. We'll just push 5 damage here. I think this hand's pretty solid. Another Ball Lightning just lining up pretty well. We are coming off of an Arsenal this turn, but I just want to try and like get aggressive here. I'm pitching the current funnel, even though it is technically 1 less potential point because we get the ability to set up a Starfall. Or I'm sorry, we get the ability to set up a an embodiment of lightning. Oh, they're just going to take this? I am going to Arsenal the Lightning Press if that's the case. I was going to use Lightning Press to come over the top to get the extra value out of Wall Lightning, but I'm okay with this. You got me curious on Lyeth. I think I found a build with legs. Yo, I love to hear that, to be honest. I love to hear that. You honestly have no idea how happy that makes me. Double Malefic into Sonata Galaxia to go get, what, Blessing of Occult, if I'm guessing? So they're just playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots. They're just like buffing up a bunch of room chants and then just gonna like Rock'em Sock'em Robot Town. Go again, and then the embodiment lines up very, very well for us. We're gonna lead on the Lightning Surge because we have 2 Lightning Presses. I don't know that they can block enough to stop this. I'm working my way through the VOD. See, I get that because I'm somebody who watches a lot of VODs myself. Like after someone streams, I go back and I watch a lot of it. Or like honestly, most of the time I'm listening to it because I'm like working on this stuff throughout the day and I've got like an AirPod in listening to it. Is most of the time what I'm doing. Lightning Press. Now, Lightning Press is worth 3 points here if we pitch it. I think we want to get value out of this because we're getting split damage value here. If they choose to give us a card, I'm okay with this. But the split damage here makes it harder to block, so I'm okay with like throwing a create your own Rosetta Thorn, basically. A third Malefic Incantation? Oh my god. This guy's going Super Saiyan right now. This card's an Amplify to go get a Sonata. Okay. We're about to get cooked. Um, they get 3 cards here. Yeah, they have access to get 3 cards, and we're starting this turn at 26. No instance for the Zap Clappers here. Hey, Liam, what's going on, buddy? How are you? I guess I could restart my phone. I like to leave Twitch on my phone just in case like something happens. We're just gonna skip all the rune chants, fall down to 24. They make what, a billion on the back end. I don't really want to block anything. We'll just block for value. Hopefully, there's no succumb. I don't think they can't play Cole, right? I'm pretty sure. Skipping the rune chance puts us to 17. I'm not gonna get value out of this, so we're just gonna block with it. Yeah, we're gonna go to 14. So it's 14 all. And then Rosetta Thorn is 2, 2, and 1. So we go to 9. Okay. And then we're gonna lead on Ball Lightning. And then I'm also I will just throw the Skizzik after this. I don't care to use snaps here. This is perfectly fine with me. Going to a marriage tomorrow? Yo, wait, you mean like a wedding? Are you saying like there's a wedding that you're going to tomorrow? Is that what you mean, Liam? I don't think I've ever heard somebody say a marriage specifically. Like it's normally like a wedding. So I have to say I'm a little surprised. Hey, John, what's going on, buddy? They take 2 down to 2. Zap Clappers plus another arcane spell. Okay. Zap Clappers, no arcane spell. We're going to cover this up and put them to 1. There's still 5 rune chants in play. Or I'm sorry, there's 5 rune chants in play, I guess. They haven't played anything before that. So Viscer, oh, that's terrifying. That's just lethal, right? Fuck. Because they did both things, which means this kills me. Man. We played 5 turns. I went 15, 10, 18, 19. And then they threatened 35 on their big turn. Wow. So we needed a blue. Now, to be fair, even if we had AB1, I mean, I guess technically it would have kept us alive, but not in a winning position. Wow. I needed them to have to give up one more card. That's unfortunate. Man, that is unfortunate. It's marriage in French, so that's just the first word in English that comes into mind. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I mean, no, I meant no judgment, but like what you were saying, I was just genuinely curious. Hey, Raj, was that you? GG's if it was. Or if you're just saying GG's to be kind, then I appreciate that as well. Let's see. We lost to Viscerai. They had 3 turns in a row of Malefic into generate rune chants. Hit us with the big Sonata turn on turn 4. We needed 2 more life would have put us at 1. We needed 3 more life to keep a 0 for 4. Actually, we needed 2 more life, right? Yeah, we needed 2 more life to draw another hand and look for an arcane out. Yeah, so that was one of those games where like we didn't draw the arcane out, and you saw it at the end. We just weren't able to like close the game out the way I was hoping to there. I blocked with the Purgatory just to like block 2 value on it, but I did not have a non-attack and an attack block. No, I did not. Oh, nice. Playing against Jude. I know Jude's a good opponent too. So this is Purgatory. We're on snaps in this matchup. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to look at this one. Let's see. They're going first, which I would have picked to go second. And we're just bringing in Sigil of Suffering, and we are grasp, and we're on snaps, and we're just trying to get aggressive. Some lists have been playing Blizzard, so I'm curious to see if Jude's on Blizzard in his list. On Barkscan, the Millennium Tree, that's become pretty standard. I feel like Starvo, we are going second. Well, I guess we're just gonna do what we can here. We're gonna reveal the burn up and shock and just attack for 4 and 1 arcane. Really about all we're gonna be able to do. Couldn't really get a functional hand, so I had to block for pretty low value the first 2 hands and just lay out cards. No, dude, Raj, I enjoyed the game. It was a close one, man. You played really well. We are not able to run anything else out. We're just gonna arsenal the sigil and pass. No decompose, so this is just 8. We're gonna say no blocks and take 8. And then this is a frosty hammer. I'm going to say no blocks, and then I'm gonna pitch the current funnel to play both the channel and the sigil of suffering here. Jude's got nothing floating, so this is gonna be guaranteed an extra card draw. So we have a couple of options. I think I want to force multiple cards out of Jude's hand unless he has something very powerful. So I think we're just going to go ahead and play both sides of the burn open shock here. Jude's just going to immediately give us the draw. I think this is fine. I think I'm okay pitching the ball lightning here because even if Jude blocks like this, it's still going to be okay. I have nothing to fuse this way, but I am like forcing equipment or cards. Well, we're going to take 7. I mean, it's turn 3 and Jude's fused twice. It's pretty unlucky for us, I feel like. It's an earth block. It gets an earth card into their graveyard to decompose if they need it to. We're going to start with an arc lightning and see how Jude wants to play this because we have a ball lightning, which is pretty good. The serenade's a little awkward here. Create an embodiment, search for a Skuzuk. Deal a damage. We're going to throw the Skizik. I'd like to give Jude the illusion of choice this turn cycle if we can. Hey, what's up, Liam? Bingo. Wait, what? Throwing the ball lightning here guarantees we're going to get a draw off the top of the deck, and there's not really a lot Jude can do to stop it. So pretty surprised that Jude is blocking, knowing that the arc lightning is going to connect no matter what. Or maybe Jude's forgotten how this works. No, he just gives it up. Starfall for 2 and 2. And then I think we can just arsenal the flittering charge. Yeah, I think I'm content just arsenaling this, or maybe we like make an embodiment to keep the channel around. I think I'm just content with arsenaling this, trying to set up another impactful hand here. Well, the fact that Jude has had 2 channels to play in 4 turns and Starvo fused twice is kind of obnoxious. Kind of tough to play around too. Kind of tough to play around. So if we block like this, wow. It's crazy how much room that channel buys. Oh man. Channel or fuse is literally what he's offered every turn. It's a good point, Dave. I think we're just gonna arsenal the ball lightning here. Like I hate pitching this channel away, but I don't know that we have another option. And we'll just arsenal the ball lightning, push through some damage. Jude doesn't have a fuse, so he's just going to take as little as possible. And then we're going to arsenal probably the best card in the deck. Ball lightning, pitching sizzle. Do I want to pitch the E strike here and arsenal? What if we arsenaled the lightning surge? It's a pretty good card to arsenal, and I kind of like ball lightning for 5. I guess it's ball lightning for 6. Oh yeah, I can't count. Mass hard. This is just so much stack damage if like Jude's willing to let this hit. I am gonna throw the lightning surge because this is 4 on hit, deal 2 additional points. And like if Jude's willing to let this come through, I feel pretty good with this. A sink below is fine. We just can't keep taking 4. So take 4, play the ball lightning. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Jude's also almost out of equipment. Like we're almost to the promised land with this hand. We're gonna have to keep the lightning press to be able to come over the top, unfortunately. This is take 2. And we're gonna arsenal the press. Obviously, Jude has a fuse. You gotta be shitting me, dog. All right, Jude. Like, damn, bro. And he's even got one to pay for the sigil. And I guess we're gonna block 5, and then we're gonna throw the ball lightning and pitch the sigil of suffering. Like, we're just trying to hang on. We're just trying to hang on right now. It's kind of weird. Like, Jude's only fused twice through 7 turns, but like, there's been a channel like Frigid in play for over half the game, which is kind of wild. How many Skizzics are left in the deck? 2. I feel like we're supposed to give up Purgatory here. I mean, that sucks, but nothing I can do about that regardless. Was it block E-Strike and chest or attack and press and Arsenal D-React? Possible, Trent. Possible. I guess we'll just go ahead and play this. And then I'm going to come in for 2. We're actually going to activate Grasp, and then we're going to Arsenal the Lightning Press. This hand sucks. I mean, yeah, I don't have a choice. God. Let's put Somersault back on top. We'll, yeah, I was like, Jude's going to go to 20. Like, there's at least a fruits. There's something here. There has to be. So it's going to be Sizzle, Channel. And then the worst part's if we draw the Somersault, like, which Jude knows we have, we're literally just going to pitch it to Aurora. Actually, I lied. We're supposed to pitch this to Grasp, right? Because we want the Rune Chant for next turn. And we're just going to have to hope that Jude can't fuse here. Like that there's no Starvo nonsense. Okay. You're telling me there's a chance. We're going to block like this to prevent the Frostbite, and it's going to be Flittering Charge with the press. Okay. We're hanging on. Barely, but we're hanging on. Jude has to decide early if he wants to try and stop channel or not. No. Okay. Is that my 3rd channel I've seen? Yeah. So the other one's at the bottom. Rubon Carapace. I don't know what he wanted to undo. I guess he picked the wrong Earth card or something. We're gonna go draw card because we just need to get uber aggressive here. Third sink below. Okay. And then Static Shock is 4 on hit, 1 arcane. Okay. The last card's a Felling. We're in a bad spot. Yep. It's almost like it's telegraphed when there's 2 cards in hand. Put this on the bottom. I think we're just covering this and hoping to like fight another day. Well, this is an interesting hand. Put Ball Lightning on the bottom. Go to 1. Problem with being at 1 is that we're... Oh, and it's a Somersault. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Valk? Yeah, this game has been wildly bad for us. Like, all 3 channels in the first, like, 5 turns of the game is really bad. All right, this is 4 go again, 2 pings on the back end. Back-to-back Fellings was unfortunate. And then there's another Felling right here. Ball Lightning is, like, 8 total damage here. Jude can take 4 down to... He must have kept a Starvo fuse. Yeah. All right, so Jude's down to 4. No. I thought he had the... Oh, he put the Felling on the bottom, I guess? This is better because we get to go Ball Lightning, Lightning Surge. This hand is Lightning, indeed. Indeed. We're also, like, getting fatigued here, which has to be a concern. This demands a card. The problem is we're at 1, so we can just never leave Jude with 3 cards in hand. Like, we have to demand a card from Jude. God, but that hammer's just taking 2 cards from us over and over again. We are so close. We're just going to block 8 and Arsenal the Sigil. I think that's our only chance here, is to try and, like, D-react our way out of this. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, because it's block 2, and then the Sigil, and Jude just blocks this. He just pitches to block this. Well, considering we got Jude down to 4, and he fused twice, and played all 3 copies of Channel Lake Frigid in the first 5 turns of the game, I don't feel very bad about that game. Like, all 3 channels in the first 5 turns is tough. Because, like, I'm only on 6 blues in that matchup because I think we just have to race. I don't really think we have another choice. That's unfortunate the way that one panned out. We did get a loss. All 3 CLF in the first 5 turns put us behind pretty bad. Starvo fuses were early, but not that bad for disruption. Just raw damage. Late game, Felling forced me into blocking. I'd like to play that game again, honestly. That'd be an interesting one. I'd be down to play that one again. Jude, GG's, brother. I enjoyed the game, man. I enjoyed the game. Oh. Sizzle and... Yeah, dude. I mean, Jude, if you just want to jump in and play again, dude, like, I'm definitely down to play again, brother. Like, if you want to hop in, like, for sure, I'd love to play another one. I'm just kind of playing LL and practicing for my Pro Quest this weekend, so, like, Starvo will be there. Starvo and Chain are, like, 2 of the matchups I'm trying to get the most reps into. Dude, let's do it. Heck yeah. Good luck, brother. Good luck. All right, so just like this, I wonder if this is there any consideration of this being a Tunic matchup? I don't think so. I think we need to block, right? Like, I think we need to block. Starvo, we are going second, which is where we want to be. Jude's going to go to 42. And then just pass. I hate to run out an Arc Lightning this early in the game. We don't really have a lot else going on, though. I think we kind of just have to play the Arc Lightning as go again. I think your best bet at winning is Starvo, and if they ban something, eat the bullet and pivot. I mean, that's fair. It might just be the best choice for me. It might just be the best choice for me. Val, you may 100% be correct. Very, very plausible that that is the case. Extra Arcane. We're going to pitch Skizik. This is a very telling block that Stalagmite is just a turn ender here. if Jude wants to give it to me this early. I don't know if he does or not. Jude just decides that taking 3 is fine, actually. The matchup is just cursed? What do you mean by that? I mean, the channel like Frigids felt pretty bad last game, but like there's quite a few decks in the format that could just play 3 channel like Frigids against us. This hand does not have Go again, which is very awkward. If I was to... No, we kind of have to block that way, I think. And then we can just go Burn Up and Shock into Flittering Charge. I haven't seen a Pummel yet. I would be very surprised if Starvos were on Pummel, to be honest. I don't think that's a very common thing. I mean, you don't really need Pummel when you get +2 Dominate and Go again from your hero ability. They have all the answers between Fuse plus damage plus Disrupt off Winter's Bite and CLF. I mean, sure. I don't know. Like this match, like I'm 2 and 3 now playing this matchup so far. And I mean, if Starvo feels slightly unfavored, but like 50-50 going into Worlds, I think I'm okay with that, right? I mean, the Starvo mirror seems unfun. It's probably all about just like playing base of the mountain and hoping it pans out. Jude just willing to take the Burn Up and Shock here? Jude's hand must be insane. Cadaverous Tilling is for 10 Go again. I'm pretty content just taking 10 here. We're going to run out our channel. And then we're going to say no blocks, and we're going to play our Sigil of Suffering here. Without the channel Lake Frigid being in play, we're getting a lot more value out of this, which feels really, really good. This feels much more impactful than the last time we had this. Try Base of the Mountain. I mean, I feel like adding one card. I mean, I guess if that one matchup is 30% of the field, playing a card just for that matchup is fine. Okay. Let's get Ball Lightning in play. Let's make that one block awkward. Did you know that worked that way? I'm just asking Jude to make sure he's aware of that. Jude said he did not know that it works that way. I was like, I'm totally okay with undoing this. I would much rather play a good game against Jude. Since the prevention works in my favor here. And then it's going to be Starfall. And then we're just going to go ahead and throw the Static Shock. And this is great because this also comes over the top because of Ball Lightning. Oh, Ball Lightning blocking off Base of the Mountain actually seems pretty cool. All right. So we do not push the Ball Lightning through, but that's okay. We keep the channel in play. I normally like to wait and jam this in front of a hammer. I think we're just going to play the Sigil here, right? We could block with Purgatory for like little to no value. No, I think this is better. I think we're just gonna play Sigil and then let Jude prevent it, and then that way, like we're still just covering this up. If Jude gives me the stalagmite here, it's actually very bad for our like turn. Now we get to break the combat chain, activate grasp, and throw static shock. So now we get to force a rune chant, and we get to force a breakpoint on the channel Lightning Valley, lining up pretty well for us. Draw into a card. All right, you love to see that. And then this is 4 on hit, deal an extra arcane. I'm assuming this is a felling. Put the putting Skyward Serenade on the bottom is probably the most damage here because we get to go Ball Lightning and Twine Lightning fuse with the Flittering Charge and then Flittering Charge press. I hate taking 8, but I think it's correct, right? Yeah, I hate taking 8 here, but I think it's correct. Has a nose for tree bark. We just get to try and push the most damage this way. And then we're going to reveal the Flittering Charge. So we're going to push a breakpoint here. I mean, this is fine. We'll just go ahead and play it. I just want to come over the top here. We just get to get the Ball Lightning effect and push it through. And then the Flittering Charge is another breakpoint. Again, chewing through equipment like this is fine. Frosty 4 will probably... We drew a blue, so it doesn't matter. So it's Ball Lightning. It's Entwine Lightning, pitching the current funnel, fuse with Ball Lightning, Arcanic Shockwave. Actually, we are going to take 4 here and go to 13, but we're going to have a little bit of a different turn than what I just talked about. We're going to Arsenal the Ball Lightning this turn. So we're going to pitch this, and we're going to reveal Ball Lightning. And then it's going to be 4 go again into Arcanic Shockwave, fusing, and then we're just going to Arsenal the Ball Lightning. Actually, we're going to, if they don't block with Stalagmite here, we're going to activate Grasp so we get an extra point in. I got to tell you, taking 8 does not feel great. It does not feel great, but I do like that it rhymes. I do like that it rhymes. And so this is 2 Rune Chants. Deal an extra arcane damage. The fact that Jude is just so quickly taking all of this means he probably has an activation like a Starvo Fuse, Arsenal Ball Lightning. No, it's just Hammer. I think this is fine. Jude goes to 15. Makes sense. We're going to lead on the Ball Lightning here. I was probably supposed to block with Grasp first, actually, so I could keep the chest around. I guess it's technically a more correct play. We're going to Lightning Press this to come over the top. Damn. That's unfortunate. And then we're going to draw a card. Drawing into another yellow Ball Lightning is fine. I'm very content with just trying to push damage in Arsenal here. God, I hate to block like this. I hate to block like this so much. I think we have to, right? To play around the Stalagmite. God, that feels so bad. God, that feels so bad. Oh, my mouse is blinking like crazy. Means it's time to charge it. Means it is time to charge it. Lightning press this. Channel Lightning Valley. Rubon Carapace is obnoxious. And then we're just going to pitch the somersault here. God, I wish we had all 3 somersaults. Stupid Starvo, ruining everything. Actually, it's better to just take 4 here, right? Because the blue lets us play around this. Yeah, we're better off to just take 4 here. We go to 9, get a Frostbite. And then it's going to be Sizzle, Pay. I guess we're going to do it like this. I'd rather go 5 and 5, I think. I think going 5 and 5 is, or I'm sorry, 6 and then 5 is just better. Yo, that is not anyway what I wanted to do. We could have pushed a Rune Chant. We could have came in for 8 and pushed the Rune Chant here, but I think that 5 and 5 is better. If Jude's willing to block with his whole hand here, another defense reaction. God, these 6 like 0 for 4s are pretty bad. You think LL should prioritize maximum number of heroes viable or minimum number of cards banned? Maximum number of heroes viable or minimum number of cards banned? It's an interesting question. It's actually a very interesting question. One I've never considered. Maximum number of heroes viable or minimum number of cards banned. I don't really know where the correlation between the two of those things comes from, but I would probably say maximum number of heroes viable would be like my pick. Card and stalagmite? No. Okay, deal. I will snap this. It's unfortunate. I'm still content just arsenaling my lightning surge here. I just had to play like it wasn't there. So we're gonna take 7, go to 1. We're gonna block with E-Strike and Arm Piece. Arc Lightning. Target Starvo. We're gonna pitch the Snatch. We're gonna get a card and Stalagmite here. Yep. It's gonna be 1 Arcane damage. And then we have to pitch the second strike. I mean, I don't know. Like, we may have to go back to the drawing board because, like, fuses haven't even been a problem this turn. Like, Base of the Mountain wouldn't even have saved us this game. It's been like, maybe I need to go up 9 blues. Like, maybe I need to bring in Warmongers and be on 9 blues. I just don't know how we ever win the game from here, right? Like, the hammer is minimum 2 cards every turn. And then when they Starvo fuse like this, we're just dead. Yeah. Just going to concede and save Jude the time. Man, I do not know. Makes me 2 and 4 into this matchup now. I was 2 and 2 coming into it to start the night. Hmm. Jude was telling me that maybe I should try Sink Below in this matchup. My plan in this matchup is just abuse Winner's Will. I think others are not doing that as much. It's why I'm seeing better results in this matchup than I should. Hmm. I'm worried that like bringing in sinks is like not enough defensive pieces. Yeah, Jude is like trying to like play the defensive game really well, and it's working. It's working very well. Like him playing that like mid-rangey blocky style game into me has panned out very well for him. And like the defense reactions have been interesting because I've seen a lot of Starvos on like none to 3 defense reactions when I'm playing this matchup. So to run into it, to run into a matchup with like what feels like 5 or 6 has been really interesting. Kind of making me wonder if there's like room at the drawing board for something else. I don't know. It's interesting. Let's see. 5 to 6 D reacts is making it tough to push through on hits and damage that matters. Op was able to block efficiently and throw hammer with frostbite most turns, or let's see, forcing me to block or have forcing me to block for resources. Hmm. I don't know. Now I'm like questioning, like, is there a world where like maybe I'm not supposed to be on Exude? Like, is LL so like specifically narrow that like Exude's not gonna be good enough? And maybe in this matchups and maybe in like against Starvo specifically, I'm supposed to be on sinks instead of sigils. Like just for like the consistency of what we're trying to accomplish. So if we cut Exude Confidence and we end up playing sinks, we could also cut Tiara and play Base of the Mountain. And then the first time that Jude does something, or like the first time that Starvo does something, we're just able to like Base of the Mountain and like throw away our hand. And it basically like gives us a free turn. And like Shane was saying earlier, we do have the ability to get rid of Ball Lightning so that it blocks off of Base of the Mountain for at least 1. I don't know. It's not a bad consideration. Because I'm on Spellfray Tiara, but I mean, like, I don't know how much Kano you'll see at the PT. We might try cutting Exudes. We might, like, literally just try giving up points in LL to LL Kano to make our matchup better for Starvo. I think that's actually a very, very good idea. Who's winning the game? Let's see. Against Viserai, we would like to go second. Or on Purg. We're not going to try snaps again, and we're going to see if we can. We're going to try snaps again and see if we can race them with snaps. They said the real Aggro Blaze 96. Interesting. We're going to try it again and see how it feels with snaps. I don't know. I'm curious to know Viserai. We are going second. There might be a world where we're playing Snaps into Chain and we're playing Greaves into this matchup. Try and make it better. Let's see what the score of the NFL game is. The Chargers are up 14-0. Yo, the Chargers came to play tonight. Can't remember what I bet on a few things tonight. I have to go and like look at my bet slips. I don't remember what I have tonight. Ball Lightning. They probably like give Skeletor if nothing else here, which is unfortunate because I need to be able to like play the second strike. I mean, they technically don't have. No, we're just gonna throw Starfall and we're gonna play Warmongers and Arsenal second strike. I think that's the better play here. Hey, what's up, Andre? How are you, buddy? Andreas? I don't know. I hope I said that right. If not, I apologize. Aurora's been up and down. We played against our buddy Jude, who's a very good Starvo player. Just kind of like looking to the matchup to like see what works and what doesn't. And we're still trying to like put some things together. All right, drawing second Warmonger's Diplomacy is like actually crazy. They picked peace, so they can only do non-attack actions here, which is fine. I'm okay with this.
Show me what you got.
I've got to get better about using the soundboard while I'm streaming. I'm like the world's worst about having it and just like not. JJ is easier. Fair enough. I can do that. We're going to go 5 go again and see if this connects. I'm not interested in keeping the Warmongers, although it might be a good like chain end or arsenal kind of like thing. Second strike for 4 go again feels pretty good. If they don't block this, I will snap this. You know what? I'm okay with arsenaling this. We have played a lightning card, so this is 4 on hit, 1 more. Yeah, put them down to 20, and we're going to Arsenal Warmongers. It's crazy how good... I'm supposed to be on Zap Clappers in this matchup, right? Like, why am I not... Why did I not put that in? Was I having a stroke? Yes, I had a stroke. I'm supposed to be on Zap Clappers in this matchup. JJ is easier? Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I can live with that. I can live with that, brother. Double Mordred is freaky. So many rune chance. It makes me so sad. We're just going to take all the rune chance down to whatever it is. Down to 29, it appears. I'm okay with just giving this up. I was like, hopefully it's not like a succumb to temptation here. That would feel bad. I will block 2. It's worth noting we did not have an attack to Purgatory with here. Don't know that we would have regardless, but we did not have one. So it's going to be Skyward Serenade for an embodiment and a Skuzuk. And then we're just going to go ahead and run out the Sizzle here. If they no block this, we will play both CLVs here and stare at them. I think Aurora has a chance. I mean, there's probably just a world where I'm just playing Starvo at Worlds because like the deck's just better than everything else. Well, probably not better than everything else, but I'm probably just playing Starvo at Worlds just because of how broken the deck is. But yes, I do think that like there's a real chance that Aurora can actually put in work in LL. We are going to pitch Yellow Ball Lightning to attack with Starfall because we want to be able to push damage. We are going to break the combat chain. We're going to play Warmonger's Diplomacy. Playing 2 of them in 4 turns is probably going to wrap up the game for us. We're going to keep one of our channels and we're going to Arsenal Ball Lightning. Oh my god, this hand's insane. Crazy how good this hand is. Dirge lets them go up to 7 rune chance. 6, because they have to sacrifice one. That's right. I mean, I guess technically they could have gotten rid of the Malefic here. I cannot play the Arc Lightning, which is big Sag for me. Big Sag for me. We can get very aggressive, though. Is it better to current funnel? It's technically 1 more point if it hits, right? It's technically 1 more point if it hits. Warmongers does negatively impact us a little bit this turn, but I'm hoping that we're able to buy enough breathing room to where it doesn't matter that Warmongers is negatively impacting us. I mean, if they're willing to just keep blocking this out, then like that's fine with me. Just come in for 2. Like this is fine. And now technically if we draw something else that we can pitch to Aurora, we have a way to be able to keep our channel around for another turn. Not that that's very probable. Sorry, I gotta like fix my pants here for a second. They're like, I've been sitting in my chair for so long that like my pants are just like, okay. I mean, sure. If you're willing to give me your hand, I'm willing to just let this go and arsenal the Arc Lightning. This is fine with me. It's going to be a lot of damage. Arcanic Shockwave fused with another Arc Lightning. We're doing it this way because I want to be able to arsenal this Arc Lightning and just get super aggressive here. We are going to force our opponent to block. They do not have a choice. So this is 4 going in with the ping on the back end. We're going to get at least 1 card. Let's see. This puts them to 7. I mean, technically, we could go Arc Lightning. If we were gonna... no, this is fine. I think I'm okay with this. This puts them to 2. And they have to kill us. Which, I mean, like, I guess anything's possible. Yeah, just skip the rune chance. That's fine. So I think the best thing we can do here is actually to block like this. Force their last card out of their hand. And then draw into anything else. And then our Arc Lightning should just win us the game. We drew all 3 copies of Warmonger's Diplomacy and all 3 copies of Arc Lightning. In a 7-turn game, we high rolled like crazy this game. We high rolled like crazy. Seven. Try 8. What, Trent? What did I say? Have I tried Aurora with Thorn? Somebody asked me that earlier, and I have not. Somebody asked me that earlier, and I have not. It's an interesting concept, but I just feel like Starfall is just so impactful on the game plan, right? Like Starfall is just so good. Drew 3 copies of Warmongers and 3 copies of Arc Lightning in a beneficial order in 7 turns. This allowed us to run them down and win quickly. All right, so we're going to try Zap Clappers this time around and see if it feels any better. We also didn't draw into our Vaporizing Shocks. Viscerai, we're going second. Again, we want to be going second, even though letting them go first has heavy potential for them to like do some crazy nonsense. Stimming in chat? Dude, you don't need to be sorry for that. Stim away, friend. Stim away. The problem is that I may not know what you're talking about sometimes. I may not know what you're talking about sometimes, dog. I actually hope they give us Purgatory here, because I'm going to discard the second strike in Arsenal and Twine Lightning. I kind of hope they give it to us here. Wait, pause? Yo, what? That did not come out of my mouth the way I wanted it to. Haha, use of the soundboard. You'll love to see it.
Lizard. Lizard. Lizard.
Okay. I mean, if they're committing to taking damage here, I'm going to push this because we have Ball Lightning on the chain. I think weaving Starfall into your chain link is too important to consider Thorn. Plus, your deck would have to change and be more. That's true. We would probably just be playing a worse version of Briar at that point, right? Probably. Friend said, "This guy wants what?" He burned our crops, poisoned our water supply, and drove a plague into our houses. He did? No. But are we just going to stand around until he does? Oh. I might get that as a quote. I might soundboard. We might soundboard that. But, I mean, unfortunately, if there's succumb, there's just succumb. You know? There's just not a lot we can do about succumb, unfortunately. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. What the Romans ever done for us? Yeah, that's right. You what? Trent gets it. Trent gets it. Trent gets it. I'm glad you guys have like the same like brand of like autism I do. Yo, that's insane. You expect me to eat this without my drink? Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. Is this worth? I mean, we save 5 damage if we give up Purgatory here. This guy. Um. Um. Yeah, we're gonna somersault back the Entwine Lightning. I think we're gonna somersault this back. I mean, well, we're preventing. I guess that's true. Like, kind of 6. I guess you could say it's like 6 or 7. You know, like 6, 7. Actually, I'm sorry. This is wrong. We're supposed to. I'm supposed to play this out and reveal the Serenade. You guys have no idea how much I love saying 6, 7 now that I know that like bothers you guys. Because it's just twice as fun for me now. Twice as fun. Hitting on Warmongers here is pretty good. I did say the thing. I've become the world's worst about saying the thing. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Aren't you gonna cuff me? Blind me with pepper spray. They picked peace. I'm gonna pick war. Did you see the South Park made a 6-7 episode where Cartman couldn't stop saying it and was hospitalized? No, I did not see that. I'm gonna have to watch that though. That's hilarious. I mean, this is just an extra card, right? So we just get to reveal Skuzik. Dude, I love South Park. They make so much funny stuff. And they're just not afraid to offend anyone. Like, honestly, one of my favorite things about them. Ka-chow! Draw a card. No! Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Woo! That was close. Ashley hates when I say the thing because she's been a substitute teaching and that's all the kids say. Oh my god. How dare you get diplomatic with another room blade? Now, Martin, that's true. That's facts, though. Facts, though. I think we want the channel, right? Like, I think I'm going to leave the channel and play, as crazy as that sounds. Drawn to an instant. God, we're so good at this game.
Prank him, John.
Show him the burn up and shock. I feel like that one's better. Ka-chow. I got my 5-year-old brother to say it at her at a family function, and I watched the light drain from her eyes. Oh, Trent, you have no idea how much I love that for you, dude. You have no idea how much I love that for you. Channeling, I mean, listen, I think that keeping channel around for future turns is good. Also, W in the chats for Wally, just because he's a cool guy, and we all love Wally. Everybody loves Wally. I mean, at least I love Wally. He's great. He's great. He's great. In a shocking turn of events, dude, my guy. My guy and his puns. My guy. Current funnel. We're gonna pitch current funnel for Starfall. W Wally's the truth. W Wally is the truth. Wally is my guy. I love this because they're gonna give me Purgatory, and I'm just gonna be like ka-chow and play both of our lightning presses. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. You could say this hand's pretty good. Oh my god, makes my heart happy. Num 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 num. God, both the lightning presses is just insane here. Like my guy's just getting juiced this game, and I'm like kind of sorry. Now I have to admit the Sonata thing I do feel a little bad about. Like I hate that the Sonata thing. They just said in the chat I'm cursed. That's kind of funny. Oh, this hand's good. Good, good. Good, good. E-Strike bottom the current funnel to draw a card. We've got all the juice. All the juices. All of them.
Got him!
I'm just clicking buttons on the soundboard, guys. Like, it's over there. Like, it just stares at me. It taunts me. I'm like, ah, yes. Soundboard me, daddy. What? I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry. Like, not that sorry, but I'm sorry. Oh, they just said GG. Oh. Let's see what we drew. Flittering charge. So it was going to be E-Strike, draw a card, putting a Flittering charge on the bottom, snap, throw Flittering charge, Arsenal, Lightning Surge. No, I lied. That's just hella wrong. We're actually supposed to pitch one of the Flittering charge to Starfall and then E-Strike, draw a card. No. We're not gonna have it. No, we were gonna draw. So we were gonna pitch one to Starfall, E-Strike, bottoming the other Flittering charge, draw a card, and then draw Lightning Surge and Arsenal it. And then we would have had Lightning Surge in hand with Skyward. Yeah, that hand was insane. All right, so we learned some things tonight that we need to learn. We need to work on with the Starvo matchup. Let me log our game over here. When Op got very unlucky on Sonata and Skeleton, I drew very hot double lightning press to play around face purgatory. Was insane. So we beat Viserai twice, lost to a Viserai. We beat, let's see, how many games we played tonight? 7? 6. Have we played all of these games tonight? We played 9 games tonight? Wow, I did not realize that. So we started with a chain W, beat Acilio, beat Aurora, beat New Prism, lost to Viserai, lost both games to Jude on Starvo, and then beat Viserai twice again. So we need to work on the Starvo matchup is where I'm at right now. Hey, what's up, Dylan? How are you, buddy? This almost makes me think so Aurora's a real hero. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think Aurora's more real than everybody thinks. So I think there's some real consideration to what we were talking about. If we're trying to fix the Starvo matchup, we can cut Spellfray Tiara. I'm not gonna make these changes right now. We're just gonna like talk about them. Hang on, sorry. Sizzle or Discharge that game? I think we have right now. I have 2 points. Right now I have 2 points for Sizzle and 1 point for Discharge. Jarl and Aurora, the dichotomy of man. I'm not gonna lie, that would actually be a pretty funny. That would be a pretty funny 2 different decks to run at Worlds. I honestly had a moment today where I considered running Syndra and Aurora because I was like, man, I could just play both Smokers decks in both formats and just try to run people over. I don't know, it's tough. So let's talk about Base of the Mountain. Base of the Mountain does give us the ability in Aurora to play around Starvo's big fuse turn. So if they fuse and throw Oakenold at us, we're able to block with Base of the Mountain. And then we can actually give up something like Ball Lightning also as well, because it has 0 block. We can still banish it, add it to the chain, and then it buffs Base of the Mountain. So Base of the Mountain is like 1 free get out of jail card against Starvo anytime they fuse against something big. I do think one thing to note is that if they do, like if we are playing Base of the Mountain and they Starvo fuse into like a red Fruits of the Forest, we're not supposed to use it there. I think we're supposed to save Base of the Mountain for something impactful, like a Boulder Drop, a Spinal Crush, an Oakenold, something that could actually put us really, really far behind. I do think that's worth mentioning. Oh, man. So I do think that's worth mentioning. I do think that's kind of important. Yeah, I wrote that time down and then did that. Didn't even... Hilarious. How's the Dio matchup? Base of the Mountain was my nickname in high school. God, Trent. What's up, Jason? The Dio matchup, let's see. Hang on. I have quite a few games against Dio. Give me just a second. You gonna click on the damn screen? Mouse? Jesus. Okay, so I am 1-2 into Dio this week, and I went 1-1 into Dio last week. So right now I am 2-3 into Dio, which means it feels like it's a slight unfavor as we're looking at it now. I mean, don't get me wrong, but they can just do nonsense, right? And that like makes it kind of tough to do. Like they can just do nonsense that makes it kind of awkward. I don't know. The mental relief of finishing your games in 20 to 30 minutes versus going to time in some is a huge difference. I actually completely agree with you. I completely agree with you on that. I think like having that mental break in between rounds can be really, really big because one of the things that was tough was I remember it calling Baltimore. I lost my winning in playing playing Oldham, which was just a natural fatigue deck. Because my opponent had nothing left in their deck and they were just pitching to Death Dealer every turn with the Plague Hive, and I couldn't kill them fast enough. And they literally just sat there and drew the game out, even though they knew they couldn't beat me. And and that was why I missed my day too. But I remember thinking, like, man, if I had played faster, or like maybe if like I had like not been so like tired at that last round after playing 8 rounds of fatigue, that maybe I'd been in a better mental space, I would have been able to win that game. I don't know though. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out tonight. Thanks for being here. Don't forget, exclamation point gsc10k in the chat. If you haven't seen that yet, make sure you check that out. In the Pittsburgh area, November 1st and November 2nd. On Saturday, there's going to be a 10K CC event in the Pittsburgh area held by Green Tree Sports Cards. And then on Sunday, they're going to be having a 2.5K LL event. So if you're going to Worlds and you're on the like northeastern side of the US, it's a great place to be. Also, if you're like, coming into Worlds like 2 weeks early and you want to get some good reps in, that'll be a great place to be. I might actually go and like go to that event. We're going to see how I do at my ProQuest this weekend, but we'll see what happens. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate you guys chilling and being here tonight. There is no stream tomorrow or Saturday because I am at a ProQuest on Saturday and I got my brother's homecoming game tomorrow night. And then on Sunday, probably won't be streaming on Sunday. I'll probably just hang out with Carly. We haven't had a day to just like kind of lay around and do nothing together in a few weeks. So, and plus I'm going to be gone for Worlds in like 2 or 3 weeks from now. So I think Carly and I are just going to hang out on Sunday. But I really appreciate you guys being here. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Yeah. Good luck at your ProQuest this weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday. Take it easy, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water.